Inside northwestern Saudi Arabia, a $500 billion gamble is taking shape. Science fiction brought to life. But beneath the glittering campaigns, a darker story is unfolding. Imagine standing in the middle of a silent, burning desert in northwestern Saudi Arabia. There are no roads, no cities. Just endless dunes stretching toward red-tinted mountains. Now imagine looking up and seeing a mirrored wall taller than the Empire State Building, stretching 170 kilometers straight across the horizon. A city where cars don't exist, where the temperature is perfectly climate controlled, where artificial intelligence anticipates your every need before you even think it. For years, the world watched the renders in absolute awe. They called it science fiction brought to life. But beneath the glittering PR campaigns, desert excavation sites tell a much darker, more complicated story. Billions of dollars spent, massive engineering hurdles, and a ticking clock. Is NEOM the breathtaking blueprint of human destiny? Or the most expensive, high-stakes gamble in recorded history? To understand NEOM, you have to understand the mind of Crown. For decades, Saudi Arabia had one economic superpower. Black gold built skyscrapers, funded welfare states, and powered global economies. But oil has an expiration date. In 2017, at the Future Investment Initiative in Riyadh, a bold declaration shook the geopolitical world. The kingdom announced a blank slate megaproject the size of Belgium. The name itself was a linguistic fusion, neo, meaning new, and mustaqbal, the Arabic word for future. NEOM, the new future. Powered 100% by renewable wind and solar energy, fueled by next-generation hydrogen plants, and governed by an AI ecosystem that learns from its inhabitants. NEOM is not a single city. It is a sprawling constellation of 4 distinct mega-regions. First, Sindalah, a luxury island resort in the Red Sea designed to rival Monaco and the Maldives. Then Trojena, a mountain resort where temperatures drop below freezing in winter. Yes, skiing in Saudi Arabia. Then Oxagon, the world's largest floating industrial complex shaped like an octagon jutting into the Red Sea. And finally, the Line. Picture 2 mirrored skyscrapers, each 500 meters tall, running parallel across 170 kilometers of desert, mountains, and coastline. Inside this narrow corridor, 9 million people. No cars, no streets, no carbon emissions. A high-speed rail running from end to end in just 20 minutes. Vertical farming stacked sky high. Flying taxis hovering above open-air microclimates. The budget? Officially pegged at $500 billion. The honeymoon phase of NEOM couldn't last forever. By 2025 and 2026, the harsh winds of reality began to blow across the Tabuk Desert. Building a straight line for 170 kilometers across varying elevations, seismic fault lines, and extreme thermal expansion is a physicist's headache. Construction on the line was officially paused after completing roughly 2.4 kilometers of foundation work. The 2030 population target was sharply revised downward to under 300,000. But critics and human rights organizations point to deeper friction. The displacement of the local Huwaitat tribe, whose ancestral land sits squarely within NEOM's footprint, drew intense international condemnation. Environmental scientists raised red flags over the impact of a 170-kilometer mirrored wall on migratory bird patterns and marine ecosystems in the Gulf of Aqaba. Is NEOM a visionary masterclass in forward-thinking economics, or an exercise in monumental hubris? Here is the ultimate insight. NEOM was never really about building a physical city in the desert. It was about survival. It was Saudi Arabia's declaration to the world that it refuses to be left behind when the last barrel of oil is pumped. Every great leap in human history was mocked as an impossible fantasy right up until the moment it was built. NEOM may stumble, it may change shape, but it proves that someone, somewhere, was willing to bet everything to build tomorrow, today. Is NEOM a visionary masterstroke or an unsustainable mirage doomed by its own scale? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe.